Okay, here we go. Day 4. My setting today, you may see a little movement along these ridges. There are some ground squirrels and some little baby ground squirrels that are out moving around, so just wanted you to be aware. If you can grab a sneak peek at one of those, you'll enjoy that. But I wanted to share with you today and day 4 that we are following along our path. So we're going to keep moving forward with the 4 fruits a day. We're going to keep moving forward with the water intake every day. We're going to continue to find new breakfast options and keep having breakfast every day. And then now we're going to add in a snack. So when I generally say snack, most people think vending machine, table full of pastries and dips and chips and, you know, those snack ideas that come to mind. That's not the kind of snack we're looking for. We're looking for fruit, veggie, nuts, seeds, wraps, leftover, something that you were eating at lunch and you didn't quite finish. We're looking for healthy fuel that gives you more engine power. Okay, so not the kind of fuel that's going to cause you to crash and burn, not the one that's going to leave you unsatisfied, not the one that's going to give you the mood that you probably don't really enjoy later in the day, but ones that are going to fuel you toward where you want to go. So again, think about healthy food. And when I say healthy food, that seems to be something different for each one of us as well. When I talk about healthy food, for me that means something that grew out of the ground. If it dies, it's healthy. That means it was once alive and it's healthy. You think about that in contrast to your processed foods that are in a box and have a date and they can be good for a year or two. They might eventually die, but then again, who really wants food that's a year old? So for me, when I say healthy, I'm talking about food that comes from the ground in some form or fashion. Okay, so that gives us 4 things in the fuel category: fruit, water, breakfast, and snack. And those snack options that we posted this afternoon are a good place to start. Don't dive in too deep and get overwhelmed trying to plan 15 new snacks because they all look great and look like fun. Grab 1 or 2 and give them a try and see if you like them. And I'm not a fan of waste, and I don't want you to waste money or food or time. So that's why we start small and we don't go in and clean out the kitchen and start completely over, because number 1, that's a shock to your system, and then number 2, it's hard to stay on track that way, and it's a lot of money and a lot of time involved. So we're just starting small. So pick 1 or 2 and then give them a go. On the movement side, you get to pick today. So you get to decide squats or push-ups. Which one are you having fun with? Which one maybe you might be a little sore from? So pick one and stick with that one and build on it a little bit. And then we're going to add in the core or the midsection. Yay. This is a huge step that we're going to take here, and you're going to absolutely love the way you feel. So the center of your body is your core, and it helps you with your flexibility, it helps you be more stable, it helps you in all of your other movements. And I'm not going to put you on the floor doing sit-ups or crunches, cranking out hundreds of them. I'm going to give you several resources just like we always do, and you just kind of toggle through them and pick which one fits with where you are right now, where your body type is right now, and what you can endure. So any midsection movement is going to be more than what you had added before. The other thing is there's a difference between exercise and physical activity. You have physical activity every day. You move, you get out of bed, you get up and down out of chairs, you get in and out of your car, you carry your bags, you move all day long, and that's great. And really, ideally, if you could move once an hour, especially if you have a sedentary job, or if you sit at a desk, or if you sit for long periods, if you can just stand up once an hour, that's great. But exercise, or the movement that I'm talking about in these movement moments, is in addition to what you do normally, but in support of what you do normally. So all these things that we're doing will help you do all the other things that you do during your day more easily, and you'll get more from them. But if you're already taking the stairs 4 flights every day, and you've been doing that for a year, that to me is now your daily routine, and that's part of just your daily movement. It's not necessarily exercise for you. So if you want to crank it up, then you need to do those 4 flights of stairs twice a day, or do 8 flights, one way, whatever. You need to do more. So think about those two things. You want to move every day and keep your body fluid and in motion and just well, and then you want to perform or exercise or have these movement moments that cause you to build muscle and gain more flexibility and just greatly support everything else you do. Okay, so another hurdle that I had that I want to share, because I think this is super important, is this big melon up here. Can really get in your way sometimes. It can also be a huge asset to what you're doing. So mentally, if you're open, if you're open-minded, if you're excited, if you have positive self-talk, if you're feeling the energy from inside, you're in a really good place. What tends to be hard is getting outside of the comfort zone. So we know what we do every day, we know what we get out of that. We just know what to expect. That's comfortable. When we start doing these new things, sometimes they're a little scary, make us a little anxious, or cause us to do things that we really have never done before or haven't thought about. And sometimes mentally you retreat and say, oh, whoa, I don't want to do this. This is not me. I'm not into this. This is never going to work for me. Forget it. Okay, well, that's just a way of protecting ourselves sometimes, and sometimes it does more harm than good, because getting outside of the comfort zone allows you to experience things that you never would have otherwise had the opportunity, growth within yourself, more movement for your body, better fuel, being around people that you might not have been able to be around before, getting your body to do things for you that you might have never thought it would do, and so it just allows you to do what you want to do with your life. But a lot of it comes from in here. So that self-talk thing that we do, and we do it sometimes without recognizing that we're doing it, it's an important thing. And if you can catch yourself and then have positive conversations with yourself, or turn that dialogue around a little bit, and then make sure that you're making yourself a priority and that you're leaving time or making time for you to do these things. I know we all are very have very servant attitudes, and we have family and friends and things to do, and we want to put all of them first and make sure all that happens. But when you start to fall apart, or when you can't perform, all the things and all the people that you were lifting up or holding up also kind of go down here when you go down. So it's important that you not only make yourself a priority for you, and so that you can do things that you might not have been able to do before, but you also want to be able to serve others more, and to do that you have to be a better you. So that's great. Win-win situation right there. The other thing I want you to think about is the fact that what you're doing is so complex but so simple. So we're eating this real food, and we're making these real movements, and we're learning a lot, but you're putting in antioxidants, you're having anti-cancer properties going on, you're having anti-inflammatory things happen in your body, you're giving your body nutrients that maybe you never even thought you would give it before, and you are able to live a better life because of that. And over time this will become a habit, and it will be easy, and you'll have a new level of comfort, and then it'll be time to take another step in that direction, which is why I said it kind of never ends. You might reach destination 1, but then it's time to move on to destination 2. So this is a lifelong journey, and you're just here to live it. I mean, it's awesome. It's amazing. It's incredible. So again, those are the 4 things for today. On the food side, you got them. And then on the movement side, we're going to add in the core, and then just pick one of the other 2 that you've been working with. I hope that you have an absolutely incredible day. I hope that your feet hit the floor in the morning and you are raring to go, and you just knock it out the park, and it's a fabulous day for you. Would also love to hear back from you. Feedback is phenomenal. So take pictures of those snacks, share with people that are around you, because you never know what part of your story is going to affect somebody else in their life journey. And I hope that you guys have a great afternoon. Bye.